Shalom. Uh, she better not to talk. Coming back at you with another lesson. Feeling under the weather today a little bit, but through the spirit, I'm gonna get through it. I just got this thing from what's it? Newsbreak. I think it's called Newsbreak. Is it Newsbreak? And it's showing the foreign terrorist organizations. The Bureau of Counterterrorism. This is from the State Department, from the U.S. State Department, and it shows a list of all the supposed terrorist organizations that have been disbanded, uh, and uh, and removed, I should say, or silenced, aka who America has sent its military forces behind to kill the members of these organizations, of these supposed terrorist groups. Um, I need you to see a list. I'm going to show you a list of all the organizations that they have listed here. Some of them go back as early as 97, could be, some maybe earlier, 2001. But you see here it says foreign terrorist organizations, FTOs, are foreign organizations that are designated by the Secretary of State in accordance with Section 219 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, INA, as amended. FTO designations play a critical role in our fight against terrorism and are an effective means of curtailing support for terrorist activities and pressuring groups to get out of the terrorism business. See, Esau calls terrorism a business because he wants people to get out of the terrorism so-called business because he is the real terrorist in the earth. He is the fugitive, the vagabond. He is the fugitive. He is the real terrorist in the earth, and they even know that. They even say that the biggest terrorist in America is a white man with a gun. That all your serial killers have been white men. The biggest terrorist on the planet, on Earth, is the so-called white man. And here he lists all of the terrorist groups that he has neutralized. He's gotten rid of Hamas and Hezbollah and just a ton of Islamic, Ishmaelite terrorist groups. Some, most of these guys formed in the 90s, particularly 97. But there's something here. I'm going to make this lesson short. It's going to be real short because I know people's attention spans ain't what they used to be. But what I want to sit through this real quick. I'm going to go real quick through this. I'm going to get to this part. I wanted to show you something. Yeah, look at that. Tupac Amaru Revolution Movement, formed back in 97, which is a year after Tupac died, was killed. And they neutralized him in 2001. They got rid of him. Esau, the so-called white man, a.k.a. Satan himself, I would say, Satan, the spirit of Satan, the man who embodies the spirit of Satan on the earth, got rid of him. But I want you to read this. I want you to see this. Listen to this. Look at this. The United Self-Defense Forces of Colombia. Do you see that? The United Self-Defense Forces of Colombia? Are you kidding me right now? So they considered these people a terrorist group. This group was formed. These are a group of men in Colombia. These are Israelites. Okay, Colombia. These are a group of jakes formed to defend themselves. Now, if they're defending themselves, they're not defending. If they're forming a group to defend themselves, they're not doing so against themselves. In other words, this group was not formed to defend itself against other Colombians. I know Colombia is a huge spot for drugs, for the drug trade, specifically, namely cocaine. some of the probably the most purest, the purest form of coke comes out of Colombia. Um, but that's not what they were doing. That's not why this group was formed. This group was formed to thwart the forces of to thwart international forces who might conspire against them. So now, when you get there, you know that that's America. Okay, this group, the Colombia, this group here, they were formed to defend themselves against Esau, because Esau's going to their country, killing their people and stealing their shit. He's taking their cocaine. He's stealing their cocaine. He's stealing their, if they got oil in the ground, he's stealing their natural resources. He ain't paying for nothing. This devil is a fugitive in the earth, man. Hated by all. And excuse me, he has neutralized all of these groups. And let me tell you something about all these Iraqi groups, Islamic groups, terrorist organizations. Most, if not all of them, have formed to defend themselves against Esau. I'm telling you this because I'm telling you what I know. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. I was in Iraq. All right. I did 2 tours in Iraq, in fact, with the U.S. Marines back in 2002. Well, actually, I did it in 2003. It was the first deployment. It was the start of the war when Bush first declared war in Iraq, because they found a whole cache of valuable shit, including, and not just oil. We talking about gold, including gold. Saddam Hussein had a ton, and and the U.S. Army got intelligence. They got intel that shit was there, so they sent in the Marines. I'm telling you what I know. These Islamic terrorist groups, that they're not terrorists. These groups have formed to protect their possessions, the things that they own. Like somebody, it's like you have a house, you're gonna do whatever you got to do to protect not only just your house, but everything in it, including your family and your way of life. However, the means by which you feed your family, you're gonna protect that, because you have to provide for them. Because you know that, because they know that there's a white man, there's somebody out there, aka the so-called white man, who comes in there and is going to steal, going to kill all of them and steal their shit, and then take it back home and sell it all over the world for profit, for 1,000% markup. This man, the so-called white man, aka Esau, is the devil. He is Satan. If you do not believe this, then the Lord is not dealing with you. How is it that you neutralize a group that is formed to defend themselves, and then they come back over here, so to justify them? So what Esau does is he uses the media to justify his invasion of these countries, of these smaller, these smaller and weaker countries. He justifies his invasion of them by calling them terrorists. He lies on them, tells you that they're poisoning their people, they're using sarin gas on themselves, and they have a threat to, and so America's gonna go over there and be the police and stop them. That's not what you do. That's not what they do. America don't go over there and stop nothing, because the whole story they gave you before they went in there was a lie. It was all to get, it's propaganda to get you on their side, to get you to approve them invading that particular country. They give themselves a reason to go with, they create a reason to go in those countries. All right, so they go on TV, they say, oh, if Afghanistan is a terrible country, those people are they're savages. I tell you, they're going to bomb America. They hate Americans. And so what then the government does, the U.S. government does, is they stage false flags. They set up bombings, random bombings of explosives that they created, and then they detonate these things around the country, at certain spots around the country, uh, killing people, killing their own people. This should not. If you read along about Tulsa, Oklahoma, you'll know that this is not out of the realm of possibility. Do not put it past the American government. They do not have your best interests at heart. That they do slay their own citizens. That yes, they do. Being in America don't mean shit to these devils. It don't mean shit. They set off these bombs around America. The American government sets off these bombs around America, and then then the media they get their media to cover it, and on the media the reporter says, "Oh, looks like Afghanistan has attacked us," and then they give you they give you a face, right? Sometimes they give you a face and a name, and Ahmed Bolshemi says he did it. He's responsible for it, and it's all a farce, man. It's all an act. It's all a lie. Just because he found a cache of valuable possessions, of riches in that particular country, he's going to send in his forces, his military forces, to go and get it, to go and take it. That's what Esau is. That's what Esau does. This white man, this white devil cannot be trusted. And I'm telling you, they don't like him overseas. They hate white people overseas. You go to those so-called third world countries, they hate white people. I'm telling you what I know, man. I'm not bullshitting. They hate these motherfuckers. And it's now entire list. Now watch this. I showed you a whole list now. Right? I gave you a whole list. Damn, all this right here, a whole list. Now, let's go back to the top and let's just scroll through. And I want you to tell me in the comment. I just think to yourself, what organization here you don't see? Now these are a list of all these. These are a list of terrorist cells, terrorist organizations that have formed around the world that the so-called white man has neutralized. They no longer exist. The members of these organizations are dead because they went over and killed them. Now I want you to look at this list. You can just see what's the one organization you don't see. People, if you guess the KKK, you're absolutely right. You don't see the fucking KKK. The Klan ain't nowhere in there. Why that ain't on the list? Ain't they a terrorist group too? The white nationalist group of America, are they not terrorists too? But why they not on here? Because Esau goes around the world killing brown people. That's what this jab was all about. Because they knew that their numbers were too low. When Bill Gates of Health did a TED talk and said that there's too many people on Earth, what he meant was there's too many brown folks on Earth. Too many of you motherfuckers that don't look like us. So we got to do something. So what did they do? Enter COVID. And then came the jump shot. The jump shot was to make you niggas sterile. So all you fools out there who took that shit, a lot of y'all are passing away. You're dying in your sleep. You're dying while driving your car. You're dying eating your chicken. Good for you. Because you trusted this devil. You trust Satan, you get what you get. This was an attempt by the so-called white man to bring down the global population of the Israelites because we are too fertile. We populate too much of this planet. Here's the facts. The planet is not overpopulated. Not even close. Not even close. The largest population of Earth lives on only 1% of the land. So how the fuck is Earth overpopulated? It's not. But this devil said it was. He thinks it is. So he did something about it. He put a needle in your arm and you rolled your sleeve up and took it. Like the fool you are. Because you trusted this fucker. This fuckstick. This fucking liar. He's a goddamn liar. You trusted him. He's out, going around, flying around the world, killing everybody but his damn self. But you know what? Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai gotten some for that ass. So you keep it up, Esau, because your day is coming. You know your time is short. And when that day comes, and you wicked 2/3 who are joined to these devils, I won't shed a tear for you. I will not shed a single tear for you. You gonna get what your God gets. You made the white man your God, and you gonna die with him. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai gonna slay your ass too, because you gonna get what you got coming. This shit just pisses me off, man. I'm sick of, I'm tired of this place, man. I'm tired of being ruled by these devils. I want to get to the kingdom. I want this shit to be over with. I don't care what I gotta go through. I don't care what not taking the Quran gonna make my life, how miserable it's gonna make my life. Because the truth is, here's the facts, is that however bad your life is gonna be made by not taking that grain of rice, I'm gonna tell you this. It is a small ask compared to what you're going to inherit by not taking it. When you read the scriptures and you see what Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai got prepared for us in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to be like, man, living on the street, bumming for money, taking shits in back of a dumpster ain't shit compared to how you finna be living. And you're going to be living like that forever. So like 2 minutes of your life is going to suck. 2 minutes of your life. That's, by comparison, that's about how long we'll be suffering by not taking the Quran. 2 minutes compared to eternity. Living 2 minutes on the street versus living eternity as a king among the stars, living in the galaxies, owning your own, ruling over people on your own planet. I'll take that deal. What dumpster you want me to sleep behind? Bitch, I'll go get my pillow right now. Because Esau, ooh, he got so much to pay for. It's unreal. It's unreal. But you go ahead and enjoy it, Esau, because it's about to end. It's about to end. The only one thing you don't see on this fucking list is the goddamn KKK. Yeah, them motherfuckers they didn't make the list. No shit. I bet they didn't. See, this shows you that Esau, the so-called white man, is the devil. He's out to take care of himself. That's it. He's out for his own interests. But you 2/3 don't see that shit. You don't see this man for who he is. You don't see this man for who the Lord says that he is. He is your enemy. I spent over 36 years in a Christian church. I was 2015 when I came. It was 2015 when I came into this truth. And I was going to a church called White Dove, of all places, right? Shit, couldn't get no whiter than that fucking place. I hated it there. I can remember my last few days as a Christian, and man, it didn't feel right. Sitting in the back of that church, I would always sit in the back close to the door. Every Sunday, excuse me, I would sit in the back. Excuse me, I had to blow my nose. I would sit in the back by the door every Sunday. I don't know why, it just did. But one day, I went to church one Sunday morning, I got up, went to church, and the pastor was preaching, and I don't know, something came over me, man, and that It didn't feel right. I didn't feel right by being there. But I ignored it. I shook it off and just kept moving. The following Sunday came by. Feeling came again. I was like, God damn, I don't feel right being here. Like this shit, I'm really not. Like I felt a disconnection with me and that religion. There was something wrong. I said, what is going on? I almost want to leave. But I think I stuck it out. I stayed. The third Sunday, the feeling was so strong, I just got up and left. And I never went back. That was my last day as a Christian. I knew then I would never step foot in another church. That let me tell you, man. Whew. We've been through it, man. This white man has put a number on. He did a number on us. Oh man, did he do a number on us? My God, I gotta give him his props though. That dirty ass motherfucking white devil. I'll give you your props. I'll give you your props. You did a number on us, but you know what? Yahweh Shimei Shai got you picked, man. Because you got hell to pay for. And let me tell you, the amount of time you're gonna spend in slavery, you think it's gonna be quick. Oh, it's just 1,000 years. So whoa, no, slow that down. Now hold up. See, 1,000 years in your time ain't how the Most High counts time. The way you count time ain't how the Heavenly Father counts time. 1,000 to the Lord, to Yahweh, 1,000 years is only one day. So after you've been enslaved for 1,000 years, you're going to think your slavery is over. You're going to think your punishment is over. Then the Lord going to look at you and say, day one. And it's going to be, remember, you got 1,000 years of this. So another 1,000 years going to go by, day two. Oh, shit. Man, we're going to have y'all in chains for so long, it's literally going to never end. That's how long it's going to be. It's literally going to never end. It's going to feel like it will never end. And here's the fucked up part. You're going to be slaves for us, the people you hate. You're going to be our slaves. And you ain't going to want to be. So, but it ain't going to matter because you're going to do it anyway. Then after your punishment is over, we're going to gather all you devils up and set fire to y'all asses. We're going to get rid of you. You are all going to be destroyed. I hope America going to be a desert by then. Ain't nothing going to grow here when Yahweh Shai done with it. I hope we bring y'all asses right here to your queendom and fuck you up. Set you on fire right here, right on the land you stole from Gad. Because that's what deserves, and then we going to forget about you. The party's going to go on, and we're going to forget about you. The Lord said, we will remember you no more. That's just what you deserve. So live it up. I ain't worried about it. We ain't sweating it. We see what you're doing here. You're getting rid of all these terrorist organizations you call. Anybody who sits there, who defends themselves against you is considered a terrorist. If you defend yourself against a so-called white man, you are a terrorist. And you are therefore going to prison, going to jail, or you're going to die. If a police officer stops you, if the cops stop you and they want to kill you, if the cops stop a black man or a Hispanic man, Latino, and they want to kill that man's son, and that man stops them from killing his children, stops those white cops from killing his children, that man is going to prison. They're gonna call him a terrorist because he insulted an officer. They have laws against that. In other words, no matter what the cop does, if you lay your hands on him, he don't care what he do to you, but if you do anything to him in retribution or in self-defense, that's insulting an officer, which is a felony. You go to prison on a felony for insulting an officer, even though they have cameras now that the cops wear on their bodies that show that they were in the wrong. But if it's a white cop versus a white citizen, hey, the white citizen gonna win. But if the white cop is versus a so-called black or Hispanic Latino man, guess what? The white cop wins. You lose. We will lose every time. Because it is against the law. It is illegal to defend yourself against the white man. I don't give a shit what he's doing to you. It is illegal to lay your hands on a white man who's trying to hurt you, who's trying to kill you, who's trying to kill your loved ones. It's illegal to defend yourself against him. Because he then is in his nature. He is sent to take peace from the earth. He wounds, he cannot heal. I don't go to the doctor because he's a physician of no value according to scriptures. Don't trust that devil to do shit for me, man. When Yahweh Shem Shai created the body I'm in, and he's the best doctor there is. If I'm sick, I pray to the Lord. I say, Father, I'm sick. I need you to lay your hands on me and please heal me. I specifically pray about what I need and it gets done. But I know not to trust my enemy, even though I know in the scriptures in Deuteronomy, it tells you that, I believe it's in Deuteronomy, it says that you will go to your enemy in one of all things, including medicine. Well, with the faith that that Yahweh Shai gave us, we can bypass that. That curse was specifically set aside for the 2/3, those who don't trust and believe in this truth, those who scoff at this truth, say that it ain't real. I'm gonna keep worshiping my Jesus. Well, you go ahead and take you and your white faggot ass Jesus. You go ahead and stick it out with him, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai got something for his ass too. And you're going to get right along with whatever he going to get, you're going to stand in the line of fire. A lot of you Negroes going to stand in the line of fire just so that Jesus won't get hurt. Just so that the so-called white man won't get hurt. Y'all going to put yourselves in the crosshairs, in Yahweh Shai's crosshairs, and take the bullet for him. Because you're doing everything you can to save this devil. He got you that bad. He done a number on you that good that you actually give your life for him, and he'll spit on your fucking grave and then take a shit on you right when he's done. Because he gives less than a fuck about you. This is fucked up, man. Whole list right here of terrorist organizations that the so-called white man has neutralized around the world, and the KKK is not on this list. But you know who I'm glad is not on this list? The Israelites. But they're going to be on the next one. Trust me, the FBI already got their eyes on us. And not that we give a fuck, but they watching. They watching. Trust me, they watching. All right, well, I get heated, man. I get heated. When I talk about stuff like this, I just get heated, man. I'm tired of being under the foot of these devils, man. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it, man. I'm so tired of my brothers, my Israelite brothers who are in this truth, that teach this truth, man. That go on the highways and byways, that do the work, that make the videos. I'm tired of us living like this. But listen, y'all, it's only temporary. Esau's punishment. This shit, look, we only been in this for 2 days in heaven, in the Lord's time. Yahweh Shai died, was crucified 2 days ago. 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years is 1 day. So then it's been 2,000 years since Yahweh Shai walked the earth as Yahweh Shai. And that's been 2 days. That's only been 2 days. He got taken down from that cross just 2 days ago. So he's fresh off the cross. Ain't gonna be for another 1,000 years. That'll be 3 days. So you see how time works in heaven versus how it works with the Father, with the Heavenly Father, versus how it works down here? It's much different. It just shows you the kind of power that we are up against. Well, we are not up against anything. That shows you the kind of power that Esau is up against. He is up against our power. That is our power. That's the power that we are going to inherit, brothers. That's the power we stand to inherit. We're going to inherit that power, the power to control time. We are going to inherit that. The ability how Yahweh can make something so go by fast in one place and in another go by slow. It's impossible. By way of carnality, yeah, when you think with the carnal mind, of course, it is very impossible. But we serve an impossible power. So, just stay in the faith, stay prayed up, man. Like, just really just keep your eyes on Yahweh Shem Shai, and keep praying, man. Keep praying. Please keep praying. Don't never stop praying. Pray without ceasing, man. Promise y'all, man, that this devil got both legs up on us. I would say he got a leg up on us. No, he got both legs up on us. But you know what? We gonna have a whole body up on him. So his time is ending, man. His time is short. His queendom is coming to an end. We got women ruling over us in this motherfucker, man. The hell is this, man? It's kind of enough of this is enough of this, man. I love y'all, brothers, man. Keep your heads up. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, man. Shalom.